So, what do you
So-
think? I should be heard
you
clearly.
are clear in the game. The game is as well.
And how about you?
And I am as well, but I would lower the music of the game a little bit because we are in the same level of the.
Yeah, but at the same time there is no music like this, you know. Hold on, I just try in game. So let's test this.
Okay, let's test it. Let's see. Yeah, that's perfect. Amazing.
And you can hear the game and the ambience, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
I know obviously we should do this before, but well, why should we do that, right?
So
Okay,
we are ready, right?
let's wait for the raid and well.
Almost $500.
I just still have it. We are ready for everything.
Yeah.
Okay, of course the stage is yours, and I'm here just as
Yeah, sure.
girlfriend. So
I mean, if I will be not exactly talking, we will see. No, this is not what I wanted. I want extra life.
I see the donations. That's okay.
Oh.
Hello, Raiders.
Hello, Raiders, and welcome. So now you should even hear me, hear John Spencer, who is my host, and you should see the extra life banner with the target that clearly doesn't work. So I have John Spencer here to help me with that. Also, he prepared some questions, like small interview for the stream. So let's begin.
So you maybe find something about Sabatu you don't know yet, and there is, I think, 9 questions.
Yeah.
As a whole.
So yeah, I will be playing my take on high security compound from my TR3. So yeah, hopefully we will finish it within the hour. I think we will.
And I think that I would like to start with the first questions right at the beginning because it's like ideal point. So, Sabatu, I think that not only me but also the audience would like to know, when did you start and what was your first Tomb Raider game ever?
Well, I think white people know that. When did I start with building or Tomb Raider altogether?
Tomb Raider, like playing the games. Like
I was 7 years old,
or...
which is quite few years ago, and well, I visited my aunt with my mom and dad, and I was bored, so she just started PS1, PlayStation for me, and started Tomb Raider 1. So my first level I ever played was the system, and that actually began my adventure. I fell in love with that game, and well, and then it continued. Later, a few years later, I was perhaps like around 12, I discovered the Tomb Raider level editor. And it took me almost 2 years before I released something, so yeah.
Okay, thank you for this information. Much appreciated. You are open about this.
By the way, I want to say ask you guys, how is the sound? Hold on. You should be able to hear me, drone, and even the game. Hopefully. Drone, are you here?
Yes, I'm here, of course.
Yeah,
I was just answering to the direct message in the Discord.
Yeah. Thank you guys. It should be. Obviously this is still a work in progress because I haven't found a good texture for it. So yeah. Hopefully so far people enjoy the streams and the streamers enjoys the streaming. Thank you and welcome, Danath.
I
Yeah,
also
that's
hope
actu- Yeah,
that the event goes well.
so far it looks good, and we raised quite a few coins for the children's hospital, which is amazing, honestly. Hold on. Pardon. Because I have small issue with sounds on my side. You shouldn't be able to hear it, but sometimes I have too strong sounds and my headphones tends to like double or triple the sound, and it's really annoying. That's why I died. So obviously I cheated a bit because it's my level. It wasn't a plan, but unfortunately things happened. Yeah, but honestly I'm so happy I can be part of this you know, this community that is actually doing something really helpful, like raising
Yeah, I
money.
can agree
And
on this.
yes, it's amazing. Well, true. That's true, yeah. We all know that all communities can be, some of them are amazing, just like this one. And some of them can be pretty unfriendly and, you know, even toxic, but I'm happy the Tomb Raider community is, I would say, normal. And it can actually do good things, just like this fundraising. Oh.
I must say, I really love this area.
Yes. This is actually the first level where I finally understood the 10 lighting. So even if it's dark, usually she was too bright, even like way too dark. And even without porting, the prisoners are working, which is also absolutely amazing. Though they are immortal, they can't be killed.
But it's working in certain ways, so why to complain, yeah.
And yet again, the push block is kinda interesting.
It's misbehaving again, I see. Let me refresh the page and see if some donations came through. Okay, not yet.
Yes,
but
I know
even
that's
the watching is enough, of course.
obviously. Nickeloni, that's actually amazing stuff. Yeah, I honestly, so far I barely touched Lua. I usually use scripts that are already finished and perhaps modify them, but I tend to start using them because I know I'm missing a lot.
I work with Lua a little bit in my experience, but I noticed that a lot of things with the 10 are different from the standardized Lua, so
Yeah, that's
in this
true.
case, that's a problem because you need to know the specific scripting for Tomb Raider things like the weapons, enemies, and so on.
I know many people do not like to hear this, but in the end, you can feed any AI or chat GTP. Hold on. You can feed them with the base codes, like the helpers and stuff, and they can produce pretty interesting results. Oh, 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 oh. But yeah, from what I understood from Nick, it won't be needed. Obviously, totally unique and original area, never seen before.
Where have I seen this before?
Nowhere except here.
Yeah, I know. I know. Really, Lily? You think this is like
Stop
TR2?
talking. Stop talking. Thank you. I need to fix the sound because that's it. It's dreadful. I hope you cannot hear it. One last take and I'll fly. If I mess this up.
Okay, as we are getting to the 6 minute,
Yeah, hold on.
I will...
I need sadly. Yes, I will to continue. I need to sadly fix this because I won't be able to finish the game with that because it's really dreadful. I think the issue will be the bass here. It should be fine. So yeah, go John, continue please.
Okay, so one other questions I have for you prepared and is, in my opinion, one of the more interesting ones is how exactly did you discover TRLE? And also, do you have any experience with level building other than Tomb Raider 1?
Well, TRLE, it was actually just by accident. I was bored at home, I had internet, so I tried to use Google and write something like Tomb Raider custom level. And honestly, that was enough to discover basically the whole world. And from that, I started using the ancient unofficial editor, the DRX. I will not tell the rest of the name because I can't spell it, but many people know. Yes, thank you. And from that, I just started to mess with the editor, and as I said, 2 years before I released something. By the way, my absolute I think this is the part of the next question, so I won't answer it. But the other half of the question, if I was using other editors, I played Heroes of Might and Magic 5 a lot, so I spent hours and hours in the editor, in the map editor. And later, I discovered Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and that's chapter on itself, honestly. Also, I like this flip effect, where you can see the mirror, but from the other side, it's see-through from the other side. Just small idea, but I like it.
Okay, thank you for the answer. Of course, I know a little bit that you work with the Amnesia, so that's also why I can ask this question a little bit to people that we are building more than just Tomb Raider, and also I love the mirror as well.
Yeah, and it's a part of absolutely illogical puzzle. So yeah. Of course, there will be this thing that unfortunately I did not manage to make it work yet. That's why the code. And with that you will go there.
Warning! A dangerous life form has escaped. All personnel evacuate immediately. Warning! The test subject devoured the supervisor who had the key to the exit. Warning! The test subject must be discarded immediately.
An attempt for horror level. And from this I actually kinda, you know, went with the idea it will be a little bit more horror-ish, if you know what I mean.
I know, and I must say I really love this idea for this level. It so fits to the Nevada style, like, you know, the high security compound, Area 51. It's really fitting to this environment to do something like this.
Yeah.
Talking about that, what was your first project, Sabatu? In general, like in the Tomb Raider series, what was like your first level ever worked on or really?
Actually, so you want me to remember what I did like 900 years ago?
At least from your memory, of course.
Well, I can tell you exactly what was my first room because I remember it clearly. It was empty room with one pillar, and I used mix of texture from, I think, Phoenician temple, made by, I think he was quite known. He did the Phoenician temple 1, 2, and you know, sorry I cannot remember name, but I used the base texture and created one simple room, and then I bothered one Czech guy who actually had Czech sites with Czech tutorials for the DRX editor. So yeah, yes, thank you. I should prepare for the answers, but I decided not to. So yeah, it was very simple room with like 1 point light, and it was actually really a test room. But yeah, I cannot even remember how many just test rooms and test levels I did. And back then, for me, it was almost impossible to actually finish something because I had the idea to do Egypt. I made like 5 or 10 rooms and then scrapped the idea and started something else. Yeah.
Which more or less reminds me when you were mentoring me in my first maps that my first ever map wasn't even released, the one where you were my teacher, my mentor, so I know this feeling, of course.
The pain of being your teacher.
I must say you were amazing one.
And I don't have patience at all, especially with people.
But you did great work on me, so...
It's not well known about me, but my patience is non-existent basically, especially with people.
Now I fully understand your description with the keys and patience.
Yes. Also, I'm very well aware that people do not like crawl space, so I made a very long one.
Maybe I'm one of those who loves it because it's Lara, and
yeah.
I won't say more because everyone knows where I'm aiming, so...
Guys, you should be happy there is no push block inside crawl space. Otherwise we would have it here.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. 15 minutes, come.
I think the most happy person about no pushbox in the crawl space can be DJ Fool, so...
Definitely.
Sorry DJ, I have to.
Yeah. But honestly, who likes push blocks puzzles? I personally like them if they are not too long.
Certain pushbox puzzles I don't mind. If there is some high logic, then just get this box from A to B, but you need to think about the environment and hints how to move the boxes that they have specific location, like in the library, then it's a reasonable pushbox puzzle for me.
Yes, we do, like desperately. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if the animation would be something like she will kick the box and it will just move to the next sector. Very unrealistic, but who cares? And we are out, almost. And yes, this is probably the only long crawl space sequence in this entire games, because I know it can be boring.
Really?
Yeah, I will not make another super long crawl space. I'm not saying there won't be any long crawl spaces, but not like this.
And Nickelodeon, that's amazing information, of course.
Yes, that's actually great. Honestly, what would be enough is basic TR4 animation, but without like she's stopping. She move it a bit and just then stop and continue. So she should just prepare and move the object through the whole sector. That would be honestly enough.
I can agree on that.
Yeah. I hope it will be optional. I know many people like it, but honestly, I absolutely hate the modern control. Perhaps if I would like take time and learn it, then I wouldn't mind it. But well,
Yeah.
I'm old person. I preferred all tank controls. Also, hello, Log.
Maybe I would try the modern one for some challenge, but I'm still preferring the old classic tank ones.
Yeah.
That's just amazing. By the way, time does really fly, so Sabatu, why did you decide to recreate all the classics in your image?
Can you repeat that question? I tried
of
to
course.
ignore it.
I know, it's okay. So, why did you decide to recreate all the classic Tomb Raiders in your image?
Why?
What was the reason for it?
Well, actually, Tomb Editor and TR1X, back then I think it was Tomb 1 main, but now it's TR1X, and the expanded limit, because for years, even before I discovered there is editor, I wanted to create, I imagined having like custom tombs in Tomb Raider 1, and with the possibility of Tomb Editor and extended limits, I decided to actually create my own TR1 version. I did some TR1 custom levels, but thanks to limits, the levels were short. But the expanded limits were actually gave me the push. And I have to admit, this is sadly, I promised I will do TR2, 3, 4 and 5. And unfortunately, in my mind, when I promise or say something, usually it's true and it must happen. So I would honestly would not survive if I would just say that I will not be doing that, and you know. So yeah, original idea was just the TR1, but then people started to ask me when Tomb Raider 2.
Oh, so I see.
Yeah.
So more or less the community got you to doing the
Yeah.
other ones into
I
it.
should say no back then. Because I like TR2, but definitely not one of my favorite. Some levels, especially the Tibet and the China. Because I'm not a lover of urban levels. Especially when I need to make them. So for me
Nice.
doing TR2 was very tedious.
But for me, I loved your TR2 because I think there are just few people who know this, but TR2 was my first ever game I played from the TR series, and it has a special place in my heart. So I love the way how you did the take on it, and it was really amazing.
Still, it's shame that back then I thought it was a great idea to remove some levels, but now I see that some levels should be expanded a bit. I am happy with the Venice and probably with the underwater levels. But I feel like perhaps the Tibet was fine, but the China was too short, especially the Temple of Xi'an and the floating islands. The ending was rushed, and it's true. It was like rushed a lot.
For me, I felt that it's like adequate for the overall product, but of course, you as the author can feel other way about it, and that's totally fine.
TR3 will be shorter for sure, but mainly with the boss levels. So Caves of Kalia is merged with River of Ganges, and Temple of Puna is merged with Madubu Gorge. So yeah.
By the way, if I may ask
Wait.
Warning.
Hear you
Weapon
now.
system activated.
Now you can talk.
Okay, so first the question for a gold trophy. Who knows from which series was the laser sequence inspired? And the question I was about to ask is if you will be doing some crazy shenanigans with the cold water in the Antarctica, maybe way harder than in the original Tomb Raider 3.
Honestly, I'm not sure yet. I haven't thought about Antarctica altogether. Well, not altogether, like at all. So I'm not sure. But yeah, definitely I will try something with the ice water.
And Leon, you are right, it's a Resident Evil reference, of course.
Yeah. Well, over this whole area is pretty much kinda inspired by the Resident Evil, some parts. Obviously the aiming stuff will be replaced. Not in this level, but I use it in India for one tiny push. Oh yes, sorry, I used it here for push block. So it's slightly elevated. Honestly, Tomb Editor supports even diagonal walls for years, but I don't know, I'm forgetting using them. I will not collect items from these shelves. Players can do that.
Yeah, we don't need to see that all the collectibles that are there. It can be a surprise for us as well. So
Yeah, but what I can say, it's almost every shelf and cupboard have item. Since I changed the pickups numbers, I can allow myself to have a lot of pickups. And what I like to have a ton of pickups without, like, in your inventory be too full.
yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Though I'm using the... By the way, this is from the previous level, this part. So I wanted to again make it connected to the next or this level.
Also, my heart of a diver is pleased by the harpoon there being as a gun you can collect, so...
Yeah, I will play it the legit way without weapons. Actually, the harpoon gun is very strong. Oh, there is a mistake in texturing here.
So, as we are getting halfway through, maybe I should fire the next question. So, which of your TRLEs do you hate the most? Which of your creations you wish never to be, and if you can explain why?
Tomb Raider the ski on demo. That is absolutely PG-13, so I will not say what that level is. But I wish I would never make that. That was actually my first next-gen level and it was dreadful. Like, no. That stuff should never happen. Fortunately, it's demo.
I think that we all learned from some point. So,
it is immortal.
and the reason, if you like deeply explain why is the most hated one, because as you said, it's just dreadful. Because
Gameplay, how it looks, nah. Lighting, nah.
Oh,
Thank you for the donate, Arcrader. Thank you very much.
it didn't update it on the page for me, so I'm sorry about that I missed it.
Oh, it's fine. Thank you, Lily. I don't know what is wrong with the bar. It was working with the last event.
Just on the page, I need to refresh time from time to see if someone donated, because it doesn't update automatically for me.
As you can hear, I'm mainly using Tomb Raider theme music, but I decided to use music, especially here, from different games such as Soma or Amnesia the Bunker, which is also kind of like inspiration for this horrorish style. I'm still waiting for the ring inventory in 10, like a lot. I need it right now.
But I must say, your levels are really amazing.
So yeah, the monster is immortal and it avoids sun because it can kill it. Same goes for the UV light.
And there goes $5 more from me as well.
Thank you for $20.
It should be there any minute. And meanwhile, we had the question about the levels you hate the most. Now, what about the TRLE of your creation you like the most, and why?
The Mystery of the Lost Pyramid. I think was one of the most cohesive level back then. And of course Sabatu's Tomb Raider 1. Just because, well, it's Tomb Raider 1 engine and I absolutely love Tomb Raider 1 engine and Tomb Raider 1 altogether.
Oh, we have another donation from Bodelabi, $10. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much. And don't worry guys, I may not sound, or I may sound like I'm fake happy. It's not like that. I'm not person who kind of like produce emotion well. So yeah,
It's
but
not,
yeah,
it's
I
not-
am very happy for the donation.
It's not like typical even in our country to like play over happy, over joyful people for
Yeah.
yeah. The culture is a bit different.
I am almost like I don't know what was the name of the series and the actor who played that. He was black and he played the role amazingly, and he was I think it was the chief of the police, and he absolutely had no emotion. He was like, my family member died. I'm so devastated. And I wish I could find it because
Yeah.
his emotion level was almost like mine.
Yeah, I can understand that.
We
Well.
will see if the shatterbugs are working. Well, what?
How does it
Prepare-
look about you know the time for the level? Do you think you manage it? We are 22 minutes.
Yeah,
from-
I'm quite sure I will manage. There is not much left, honestly. I think I will
So I
try
will-
to run.
I will spread the remaining 3
Yeah.
questions equally in this time, so it's okay.
Also, welcome, Stella. I saw you here, but since I was in some streams, I forget to say hi to people.
Yeah, hello Stella also.
I know this may be almost impossible, but Nickelon, if you're still here, I'm not sure if you noticed what they did in TR1 and 2X. They managed to kind of fix the textures on non-narrow sectors. I think I'm too slow. No, I'm not. And that would be great in 10. Well, I don't. The texture. Hold on. Maybe we will encounter another similar texture. Here I use the smaller steps.
Bodila, that's excellent strategy. Well done.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's it, Nick. That's when it's not the square sector, but one side is like lower,
Like,
and the texture is strangely squished.
Yeah, trapezoids.
They actually fix that even in custom levels. I feel like there should be more enemies, but at the same time, well, I will keep it this way. Not every level need to... Well, honestly, I feel like my Tomb Raider 3 is so far way too peaceful. Like in every level so far.
By the way, do you think Sabatu I will be able to beat this TRLE with either no deaths or not like no deaths, sorry, pistols only or no med packs?
Pistols only, I think yes. Let's. Hello, Queen.
Hello, Queen.
I think you will be. The rain in the next level may be a bit difficult for you, but well.
Well, we will see.
I need to sort the sound. I really don't like this area, I don't know why. This is very similar to the original one, but
I don't think the area is too bad. I would just add more, you know, like things like objects to the room to make it a little bit full.
okay, we will cheat a bit here because the push block. I'm starting to be a little worried about the fact that I don't have that much time left.
So, when talking about the time, Sabatu, have you ever tried some building challenge like one room challenge, 20-hour building competition and so on, and how it went?
Yeah, it went quite well. I was always hyped for Back to Basic, and then I don't want to say I was disappointed with the assets, but let's say for example the grease. I was so hyped to use the grease assets, but sadly many of them were mainly for like cities. But yeah, I finished the competition. I participated in Back to Basic Greece, Jesus, Khmer, I think, Khmer.
Right?
Yeah, the alternative Angkor Wat. You know, let's cheat a bit. And then I tried to participate in Egypt. I was so happy I finally had Back to Basic Egypt. So many, like, I was absolutely shocked with the assets and the textures we had, but I absolutely had no idea what to build. That's why I never finished it.
I also participated in the Egypt past competition and never finished the project. Never released it because for me, because there were a lot of, you know, merge geometries and everything, for some reason the map was lagging and I was building it, testing it. I had so massive FPS drops, and then I realized I need to use the DG Voodoo thing, or how it's called, to fix it because of not having NVIDIA anymore and having the second graphic card of the company. Yeah. Red logo, I forgot the name of the company, never mind. I just don't have NVIDIA, which is perfectly fine with the levels, but happens.
Oh, I remember another reason why I stopped was the time it took to compile the level. It was killing me. It was absolutely killing me, honestly. Hold on. The sounds are dreadful. Keeps expanding, Jesus.
I hope that apart from having little issues with the sounds, that everything is okay for you guys.
Well,
And ladies,
hopefully.
of course. So, before the big final question for you, I have one more, which is kind of fast to answer, I think. So, would you like to remaster some of your projects one day?
Yeah, not remaster, but I definitely have plans to do the full version of Mysteries of the Lost Pyramid, because originally it was supposed to be like 3 locations. Egypt, one of them was like Aztec or Inca pyramid, and I don't remember the rest, honestly. Yeah, it was Peru, like Peru or snowy mountains.
That sounds amazing.
Wow. Thank you. Oh, let's continue. Still looking, watching the time. But yeah, we will make it. This is basically a final area. So I think I will have some time to spare. I need to change the ambience here, the music. Or ambience or ambient, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The background music.
Yeah.
I think it's ambient.
I think it's ambience, but
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
ambience is the overall like feeling, like the colors and stuff. And ambient, I think, is the music.
Let me see. They both relate to the surrounding, of course, and ambience is the feeling, and the ambient is the surrounding condition themselves.
Aha,
So,
the background music.
yeah, easy solution.
Yeah. And I know this will probably be almost impossible, but it could be interesting if you would be able to set it in the way that the music will actually react to the reverb of the room. If not music, then the background track could be interesting to have it. Hey, hi. Thank
Jimmy,
you.
hello.
Have I done?
The reason why I keep the questions will come in a few minutes as the last one is that in this case even chat can participate a little bit, because anyone, not just the builders, even the players will be able to answer this question if they want. So if you will be willing to share, once I will be asking Sabatu, you can also answer it as well. So yeah. In a few minutes I will fire it and...
Yeah, I know. I was thinking why I'm up here, but I did not open this thing. Honestly, I don't remember the question, so I'm quite curious what the question is. By the way, can someone confirm if the floor trapdoor actually works the way you can trigger it? Here it's the floor trapdoor triggered, so it works in 10. I think it will work in TRNG too. Also, perhaps you noticed I have the ricochet sounds, like the custom one. But I wish they would do it in the way that you will have like... It will depend on the texture sound, so you will have like metal ricochet sound, stone, wood. That I know it's tiny detail, but I would love to have it. Also, there is small, tiny for people who will manage to go up here. There is tiny, it's like
Tiny reward.
alien airplane. Also,
Oh.
thanks to 10 engine, I will fly. I managed to actually have the whole area. It's connected. Everything is connected, which I absolutely love. I think this would definitely not be possible in TRNG. The game would crash. So let's continue. Very unknown, a very unique and original area. Ew. No.
Now I see to what you're referring. Well, except it's way more lethal, it seems.
Yeah, we are near the end. Hold on, you know what I will... Give me like 30 seconds. I will play this, and if we will have a time, I will continue playing the start of the Area 51. I will just let it compile. It's amazing, yeah, that's great numbers, honestly. So, I'm ready to continue.
I think we will safely hit 4 digits numbers, so that's anyway amazing.
You know what? Let's save some time and fly, so I can show you some part. But yeah, it's amazing. We raised like 616. It's really great.
Okay, so I will fire maybe the most complicated questions, most difficult to answer, but also anyone in chat can answer as well, because this one can be answered by the players if slightly altered. So, what theme of levels is your favorite to tweak with? Finding new ways how to use the assets, and is there some style you don't like? For example, I don't like YouTube because there is 8 out of 10 levels in those styles, as an example. So, what style do you like? What style don't you like? And
First, how dare you? Egypt is the best theme.
it was
It's
example.
the
I
most
like it.
original. It's absolutely brilliant theme, and it's my favorite. If you haven't noticed.
I don't
and
say
the
that I personally. That was example with the Egypt Sabatu.
And the one I not hate, but well, every urban level, like cities, you know, I can work with bases, but at the same time, I'm looking forward to start London, but I'm terrified of it. So
Okay.
yeah, definitely Egypt is my top. Well, pretty much every level that can have like caves and temples. So basically, Egypt, Greece, I don't know, Aztec temple, Peru, you know, basically caves, temples, and outside. Thank you. Yeah, I will manage to finish the level. So yeah, guys, if you want to answer that.
If anyone else want to join, so you can. In this case, this is questions for you non-builders in this case, as I said. But when I should answer for myself, so you know something about me a little bit. I think that anything that can be like Doom style is okay. So
Yeah.
if it's Egyptian Doom or if it's Mayan Doom,
Chinese, Japanese.
exactly, or something that may be surprising. I also love like lab tech and sci-fi versions of the levels. So,
I don't mind. I call them like semi-urban, I don't know, ancient villages and stuff. I can work with that. Fun fact, they are faster than your sprinting.
Well, tough luck then, outrunning them.
Yes, Tibet's amazing. That's a great example. You have cave, you have temples, you can have like almost like cities, and you know, and it's snowy.
And also, as you said, mysterious is also sacred for you in some way. Compared to like typical Egyptian tomb or something. I don't say they are not sacred, but the Tibetan ones are on this way higher because you can still find some Tibetan monks even nowadays who live in some temples and so on. So that's for me like way more sacred than, let's say, Egyptians do.
Yeah, and I absolutely loved your Tibetan level. Right, it was amazing. First thought was, oh my god, TR2 textures, and like, how dare she use colored lighting? It doesn't fade, but it fits so well. Because your colors are so gentle. Not gentle, like soft. You know. And we are in the hive.
Let me refresh the page just to check if something came through. Nothing new, okay. And so, those are all questions from me. Thank you for answering them, and I hope that people here on the chat, on the stream, find out something else about Sabatu, something they maybe didn't know yet.
Yeah.
I love the panorama there.
I need to add stuff here because it's too empty for me.
I agree. All over little ping it up in a minute. This is 5-minute warning at this point.
Yeah, thank you. Be ending soon, and I will raid Lily. Thank you, Shabab, and hello and welcome. I changed the meshes for the bodies.
Shabab, welcome. So also before Sabatu will take his final speech before raiding in a few minutes, I would like to also say that I also
Final
thank you
speech.
that that you, Sabatu, invited me, of course, to be there with you. Thank you for this chance to be co-moderating your stream, and also thank you, Lily, for inviting me to that group as well.
Yeah, I thank you for you being here. Don't mind the pink droplets, I will change it. It was for something else that's unfortunately I cannot have. Yeah, this is unfinished. Explosive entrance. So yeah, that's it for my levels. I think it's safe to say that I managed to finish it right in time.
We got just 3 minutes to do some fun.
Yeah. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the donation for the children's hospital. And before I raid, let's enjoy the Minecraft music here on the islands, and then I will raid Lily. Fun fact, this music was actually the reason I started this level before Nevada. It's actually, this is for the first time when music inspired me for custom level. Impossible. And this level is actually based on my imagination. I actually knew what this level will contain. The path, the semi-sunken submarine wreck and stuff. Also the long flyby, because why not?
1 last minute, Sabatu.
Okay, at the end of the flyby I will raid you, and let's see.
Extra like and enjoy your streams.
Yeah.
Have a nice weekend, everyone.
So, and now maybe I will manage to raid Lily. Here we go. So, thank you guys, and have a nice rest of the evening and weekend. Bye bye.
Bye.